Gundam.
What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into this shoe review, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel on the bottom right. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you like this video by the end of it, hit me up with a thumbs up. Alright, into the shoe review. So on September 29th, Jordan Brand and Nike released a shoe called the Jordan 5 Wings. And it's funny because this shoe appeared on the SNKRS app before it was supposed to. There's like a glitch in the system and everyone saw it. But yeah, this shoe released on September 29th, 2018. And yes, I was actually able to cop this shoe on SNKRS. It did sell out pretty fast. Now the shoe retailed for a price point of $200 USD. The resale on the shoe isn't doing too well. Looking on the secondary market, looking at like StockX, Greld, or GOAT, you can see this shoe performing at about $280. So this is what the box looks like. You have a white box with the Jordan Jumpman done in gold foil. On the front side of the box, you have that Jordan Jumpman right here done in foil too. Then you have this gold ring right here and the sizing label done in black and white. When you open the box, you're first greeted with this: Wings, everyone can fly. And on the back side of this, it has some more wording saying Wings is Jordan Brand's community impact platform inspired by Michael Jordan's legacy of greatness and I'm not gonna read it all. So the story behind this shoe is that it's featuring artwork from kids that attend a cultural arts program in Chicago called Little Black Pearl. What's cool about this shoe is that the artwork is printed on leather and they're cut up in different panels. So the panels on this shoe will differ from other pairs of shoes. So right here you might have a navy pure Ferris wheel. On a different pair of shoe, it might be something totally different. So no matter where you look on the shoe, on the upper it is featured in that white leather, and again it features that artwork. The highlight pieces of artwork on the shoe would probably be the 6-point, like the 4 red stars that represent the Chicago flag, Chicago skyline which is cupped in hand, and probably the navy pure Ferris wheel. It's a tourist trap, don't ever go there. And I can say that, my dad's from Chicago. Now outside of the leatherwork that is done up on the lateral and the medial side of the shoe, you also have this meshing material which is pretty cool. It is done in a seafoam TPU which is translucent. Now normally when you have a Jordan 5, it doesn't have this wing shaped design. It has like a meshing material with like ovals or pill shaped things. Now behind this wing shaped TPU, you'll see a white meshing behind, and that enables breathability for your foot while it's inside this shoe. And this TPU is featured on both the lateral and the medial side of the shoe. Getting into the lacing system, some of the holes are actually punched into the leather, but you also have a white TPU plate in which holes are punched in. By default, Jordan Brand gave us a flat shaped white lace. And it's cool because they also gave us 2 extra ones, one in a seafoam color and a black color. And again, these are done in a flat shape. In typical Jordan 5 fashion, we have a lace lock at the top of the lacing system. And this is done in a TPU translucent seafoam green. Now how this lace lock is different from other lace locks on other Jordan 5s is the fact that this is wing shaped. What's also cool about this winged lace lock system is the fact that it glows in the dark. And I'm actually kind of sad because it would have been cool if these right here glowed in the dark as well. They would definitely complement each other. Now, after talking about the lacing system, it only makes sense to talk about the tongue. So behind those laces, you'll see this like translucent seafoam playing into that roll of the seafoam that is all over the shoe. Now, this seafoam green meshing is done in that same TPU that is featured on the lateral and medial side of the shoe and on the lace lock. Now, under that TPU seafoam green is actually going to be some white meshing that is done up in fabric. And again, this plays into breathability for your foot when it's inside the shoe. Getting to the top of the tongue, you will see that it is done in silver, and then you'll see a black embroidered Jumpman right here. Now, the silver is actually 3M reflective material, so in shining light to it, it will reflect off. Behind the tongue, you will see a white tag that is stitched in, and you'll see some black font and some black outlines. It actually has Jordan spreading out his arms with the ball in one hand. And the wording on this says, "Wings, everyone can fly." Since we're talking about the inside of this shoe, the lining of the shoe is done up in a black fabric in what I think is a neoprene material. And I say that because it is smooth to the touch. And it seems to be padded with foam material. Alright, let's come back to the outside of the shoe and focus on the heel. So again, you have that colorful print wrapping all around the heel. And right here, you will see the red Jumpman, and it is embroidered on the heel of the shoe, both the left and the right. Sandwiched in between this inner lining and the leather that's on the outside is a TPU cup. Now, this cup enables stability while your foot's inside the shoe. The midsole of the shoe is done up in white and has some seafoam accents right here. Also is a Nike airbed, and that is at the heel of the shoe. The structures or the columns on the inside is done in a seafoam color. So yes, this provides some cushioning to the shoe, as well as the phylon that is included in the midsole of the shoe. At the top of the toe, you have this rubber cup right here, and it reaches from the outsole of the shoe. And the stitching is done up in white. Getting to the bottom of the shoe or the outsole of the shoe, you will see solid pieces of blown rubber, and that's done at the midfoot and the toe cap area. And you will see some icy points of the shoe or icy rubber, and that's going to be this translucent right here. And I like the contrast between the blown rubber and the icy portions of the shoe. You have that icy on the forefoot of the shoe with the Jumpman in back in black, and the icy rubber at the heel of the shoe. And the icy points of the shoe actually have like a zigzag traction going on versus the solid white. There's nothing really going on with it except for this Jordan branding on the bottom. In removing the insole, this is what it looks like. You have a black piece of fabric that is laid down on top of gray foam, and at the heel you have a red Jumpman. The insole is pretty thin and doesn't offer too much in terms of cushioning and support, and it's fine because we have a Nike Air unit at the heel of the shoe. If you don't like this insole, you can always buy a third-party insole with more cushioning and more support. Now let's talk fitment. I normally rock a size 8.5 and a 9. I actually got a size 9 in this shoe, and I have about a half a centimeter from the top of my toe to the top of the toe box. In terms of comfort, I won't say it's the most comfortable shoe, but I could definitely get through the day wearing this shoe. Now, my final thoughts about the shoe, I think the concept is pretty cool, though I'm not really a big fan of the artwork. I'm going to hell for this probably. I know little kids made these designs and are trying to pay homage to Chicago, but this shoe is definitely not for me. This is kind of loud. I do think the thought process and the materials used on the shoe warrants the $200, but not for me. Again, you have that leather that's pretty quality. You have that wing design on the meshing right here on the lateral and the medial side of the shoe. You have this lace lock system that is wing shaped. And you also have this 3M right here, which is pretty cool. It's a cool shoe. It's just not for me again. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for my review on the Jordan 5 Wings. What do you think about this shoe? Were you able to cop? Let me know down in the comments below. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you truly appreciated this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm only trying to bring you better content. Again, my name is Chris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers.